We live in a world dominated by plastics. These materials are durable and versatile. However, they come with a hidden cost. Plastics break down into tiny particles called microplastics. These microplastics are everywhere. They are in our oceans, our food, and even our bodies. Scientists have now made a startling discovery. Microplastics have been found in human brain tissue. This finding raises concerns about the potential effects on our health. Microplastics are incredibly small. They are often too tiny to be seen with the naked eye. This makes them difficult to study and track. However, their size also makes them insidious. They can easily penetrate our bodies and accumulate over time. The discovery of microplastics in the brain is a wake-up call. We are just beginning to understand the full extent of their presence in our lives. The implications of this discovery are far-reaching. The brain is a complex and delicate organ. It controls our thoughts, emotions, and actions. The presence of foreign particles such as microplastics in this vital organ is a cause for concern. Scientists are working tirelessly to determine the potential health risks. We need more research to fully comprehend the impact of microplastics on our brains. How do microplastics find their way into the human brain? The exact mechanisms are still under investigation. However, scientists believe that there are two main pathways: inhalation and ingestion. We inhale microplastics present in the air we breathe. These tiny particles can travel through our respiratory system and potentially cross the blood-brain barrier. Ingestion is another major route of exposure. Microplastics contaminate our food and water sources. They leach into food from plastic packaging. Seafood is particularly susceptible to microplastic contamination. When we consume these contaminated food and water sources, microplastics enter our digestive system. From there, they can potentially migrate to other organs, including the brain. Once inside the body, microplastics can interact with our cells and tissues. They may trigger inflammation. Some studies suggest that microplastics could interfere with hormone function. More research is needed to fully understand the long-term consequences of microplastic exposure. The discovery of microplastics in the human brain is relatively recent. As a result, there are still many uncertainties surrounding this issue. One key uncertainty is the exact quantity of microplastics found in the brain. Some reports have used vivid language, such as a sandwich bag of plastic, to describe the amount. However, these descriptions can be misleading. The actual quantity of microplastics found in brain tissue is still being determined. Accurate measurement is crucial for assessing the potential risks. Scientists are developing more precise methods to quantify microplastic levels. This research will provide a clearer understanding of the extent of microplastic accumulation in the brain. Another uncertainty is the long-term health implications of microplastics in the brain. While some studies suggest potential risks, more research is needed to establish definitive links between microplastic exposure and specific health conditions. The presence of microplastics in our environment is a complex challenge. We are constantly exposed to these tiny particles. While we may not be able to eliminate our exposure entirely, there are steps we can take to reduce our intake. Choosing reusable products over single-use plastics is a good start. We can also make informed choices about the food we eat. Opting for fresh produce over processed foods packaged in plastic can help minimize microplastic ingestion. Supporting policies that promote plastic reduction and responsible waste management is crucial. These actions can contribute to a cleaner environment and reduce our overall exposure to microplastics. While the discovery of microplastics in the human brain is concerning, it is essential to approach this topic with a balanced perspective. Sensationalized headlines can create unnecessary fear and anxiety. We must rely on scientific evidence and avoid spreading misinformation.